are determined and ready to work together to bring about meaningful change to our country. In doing so, we don't have personal grudges with people. We are basically doing what we have to do. We chose democracy as a multi-party democracy. What that means is that everyone has an opportunity to engage, everyone has an opportunity to contribute and persuade people along political lines. It is very sad, some of the things that we are seeing here, where people want to use violence as a means of political intimidation and so on. Some of my colleagues are going to talk about that in some level of detail, but we have to condemn this. This is lower than impunity. 6 decades after independence, we cannot lose lives because we are trying to help certain people survive in their political offices as it is. We need every life. One life is one life too. Let's ask our leaders. Political differences are fine. We don't have to agree all the time. When we do not agree, let us execute them with a measure of business. We don't have to kill people. We don't have to send people and so on. Some of the people that I'm told were involved in this are even young people have been hired and recruited from even outside of Gusii and Nyamira, and then they have been brought in for this particular purpose. How can you turn against your own people? Because I don't understand. I find it difficult to call these people leaders. How can you turn against your own people? How would you want to kill your own people? And there's no crime they have done except that they have expressed a different opinion from yours. So we want to ask our brothers and sisters in leadership, let's be decent people, let's get some work done, let's have a conversation, and let us allow our nation to make a decision on how they want to go. We are confident and we are sure about the things we are saying because we understand this country. There is near unanimity in this country, as you saw yesterday, all the way from Narok, Bomet, and all the way. There is near unanimity in this country. Our colleagues in the administration have not performed, they have not delivered on their promises, and it's time for them to do a decent thing. The decent thing is to prepare themselves to go through a democratic process that replaces them so that Kenya can have a government that they can work with and they can respect. And in saying so, we are not committing crime. We are citizens of this country who love our country, we want our country to succeed. And we want our country to succeed and operate in the frame of efficiency and decency in the manner in which we move forward. So we urge all our leaders, even those who do not agree with us, that is fine. Persuade people. Yesterday when we were in Karoka, and this is the last contextual thing I say, I said this, that you can actually, even come here and live here. If you want to live amongst us, we are very welcoming. You can come and live here.
1992, single party, state to multi-party democracy. I've been around all these successions, and I know the signs. I've never been on the losing side, never. So the side you see me on is the winning side. And the momentum of 2027 exceeds the 2-2 movement. This is a wave that sets to. And when I say we are cousins, it's true because as Dr. Matiang'i spoke in Gusii, I hear. I agree with you, my cousin. A fly has no brain. Inafuata meza, ikifika pale inaona mchanga utawekwa, inafanya nini? Sasa wale viongozi wa Gusii wanafuata na naenda kusikwa shauri. Let me say that William Ruto has panicked and the police are crying to us. 98% of members of the National Service don't agree that they should break the law. They believe their work is to maintain law and order, and they are feeling very intimidated when they are being forced to commit crimes when their work is to stop crimes. They are feeling very intimidated when they are being forced to work with goons when they are supposed to work against the goons. They are telling us that CS Gachagua and PS is putting them under intense pressure to work with goons, to defend goons, and to allow goons to disrupt our meetings. I want to thank our police officers, who are very patriotic officers, and assure them that the darkest hour is just before dawn. There will be a new beginning next year. Please continue resisting pressure from Murkomen and Omolo to break the law. Yesterday, the police here in Gusii Land were under a lot of pressure from Murkomen and Mondo to allow goons to disrupt our meetings, and the police are resisting. In Nakuru, the police are under a lot of pressure from CS Murkomen to work with the goons to disrupt our meetings on Friday, etc. And the police are saying no. I want to tell Murkomen and William Ruto, you don't have enough ammunition to kill 50 million Kenyans. I want to tell William Ruto, who came to power through a popular vote, somewhere along the line you seem to have changed your mind, that you can get back to power through guns, bullets, tear gas, and goons. It has never worked anywhere, not just in Africa, but in the world. The more you disrupt our meetings, the more you kill people, the more you beat elected leaders, the more popular the movement becomes. And I don't know, William Ruto seems to have forgotten. When he was attacked at a church in Kenya in early 2022, his politics took a different turn. And the people decided to elect him as president because they didn't want attacks in a house of worship. But after getting to State House, he seems to have forgotten that police action cannot sort out politics. So we want to say, Murkomen, please let the police do their work. We had an attack in ACK with Tima Church in fire. The file is ready. 12 officers have been identified, evidence, and CS Murkomen is refusing the police to handle the file to DDP for the purpose. The only good thing is that the criminal activities have not a limit. That file is ready. Those officers must know that when a new president is sworn in, 10 hours after, they will be arrested and taken. And I want to ask all our police officers across the country to know that we have put a team also to document police excesses. Where leaders are attacked by goons, with police participation, we are documenting on the county commander who is there, the OCSs who are there, the DCIO who is there, and we are keeping that record. And all of you will face the law. I want to appeal to the police officers. We are also fighting for their rights. They are also under intense pressure. Their insurance scheme has been backed. They are crying like all the Kenyans. Their payslips have been raided. Among the people we are fighting for, our police officers. Please don't allow yourself to be misused and break the law, because when the time comes, you'll be on your own. Our officers must be guided by 4 documents as they perform their duties. The 2010 Constitution, number 2, the Penal Code, number 63, number 3, the Criminal Procedure Code, Cap 75, number 4, the Evidence Act, Cap 8. With those 4 documents, our police officers will be safe. But if you allow Murkomen to misuse you and more, next year they will be out of government. You will be held accountable for the excesses of officers under you. And you will be held accountable. And you will be taken to court. And that is the truth. We have a very serious team now documenting all police excesses across the country. Anytime there is an incident, all the details of all the officers in that police station and their commanders, we are documenting that. And we are keeping that for that day. So please, our police officer, I understand. I know you are under a lot of pressure. Most of you have actually refused to succumb to pressure. The few who are succumbing to pressure, please don't. Be guided by those 4 documents in the discharge. Finally, as the Honorable Peter Munya has said, I have seen them trying to create AI images that he was meeting Ruto last night. Ruto is in Nairobi, Munya was here in Gusii. By the time we left the stadium, the picture was coming 5 minutes after. I don't know this Gachagua, what kind of movement he has. It's desperation. You know, they are desperate people. You know, they are creating AI caricatures because they are unhappy that Peter Munya is here with us. And please don't fall to this propaganda, it will not help us. But as Honorable Peter Munya has said, if the police refuse to protect wananchi, the country can easily slide into anarchy because people would defend themselves. It's in the law. Self-defense is allowed. And I think the rest of Kenyans have seen the people of Karoka and Gusii. They don't allow anybody to disrupt their meeting. So the rest of Kenya, now you have seen, must go the Gusii way. No, don't allow him to push. If police don't want to do their work, the people have to defend their meetings because it's a constitutional right for people to hold meetings.
Na wahuni ambao wanapatiwa kila blessing na viongozi ambao wanatarajiwa kujua vyema. Kwa hivyo tunawapongeza sana ndugu zetu wa Gusii, community wa Gusii hapa nyumbani and abroad. Hata asubuhi nimepigiwa na watu kutoka Sweden, wanasema karibuni sana Kisii. Professor Choti na wenzake Baltimore, wider Washington, Wakisii walioko Minnesota. What, in fact, I think there are more Kisiis out of Gusii and Nyamira than actually in the two counties. And they are all, the Gusii nation, are feeling part and parcel of the entire Kenyan nation, the heartbeat of the nation. Tangu jana nimekuwa hapa tuone vipi watu wanaweza kujimudu dhidi ya uchokozi mkubwa ambao unaelezwa na serikali ya Ruto akitumia waziri wake Murkomen na PS wake usalama Omolo. Na kwa hivyo tulieleza Bwana Kanja, nakumbuka tarehe 30 Januari tulienda kwa ofisi ya inspector mkuu wa polisi Kanja, tukakubaliana turudi tarehe 16. Tuliporudi pale ndio tupate kuelezewa kinaganaga ni askari polisi kina gani ambao waliandamana na wahuni kuingilia kanisani Witima upande wa Thai, lakini wakaruka, wakaepa. Sasa wanajaribu kila njia kuharibu mkutano ya upinzani. I want to say that it is regrettable that we have any loss of life. And I think, as Fred has said, one life lost is one too many. We want security for our people. It is the responsibility of any government in office to ensure peace and security of its citizens. But what we are witnessing with William Ruto administration is desperation. But we want to remind them that Kenya is a signatory member of the Rome Statute, the International Criminal Court. There was an attempt to get out of it, but of course Kenyans walikata. And the issue is very simple. Any officer or person in authority bearing the highest responsibility, I see my learned friend Kempi Kitura agree, is the one that will be held accountable even before the ICC. And as Rigathi has said, we are documenting every police action. And it is not a matter of trying to please ourselves. Yale amesema Rigathi ni wazi kwamba mwaka ujao Mungu atujalie. This is the alternative, this is the united alternative government. So don't think that Rigathi is kind of wishful thinking. This is the reality. The reality as we speak this morning is the country is galvanized on one agenda, that William Ruto will serve one term, if indeed he is allowed to serve that one term. And the reasons are clear. He has accused us of having no agenda. Agenda item number 1 is to return this country to constitutional order, to observance of the rule of law under the supreme law of the land, Constitution 2010, which William Ruto and his officers seem geared towards dismembering. And of course we can. And this is why we proudly stand here, this beautiful Camel Park, to tell Kenyans that we are on course, that nobody should threaten you, that you do not have a right to assemble peaceably, you do not have a right to picket, you do not have a right to hold public opinion. Indeed, we want to assure you that we are so focused that even on the IEBC itself, we went and met them, and the first action they did was to remove Margarian, I think that's it. Marjan. That was not enough. They replaced Marjan. That's a name, I have some difficulty. I think I remember Atun Margarian. They replaced him very quickly with an officer who was from the lower ranks because they think he will serve their purpose. We are saying that there must be proper advertisement for the next CEO of IEBC so that we will all, Kenyans will know if justice has been served in the appointment, the recruitment appointment of the next CEO, which should be immediate because elections are next year. So it is not that Sunkuli is going to sit there. We have a lot of information of what Sunkuli did in 2022 wakati wa viparanga vya computer na vitu kama hivyo. So that is one point. The other point is today we are going to talk to the country. Gusii wameongea jana. They have given us our brother Fred Matiang'i tuende tuunde serikali. And of course we are moving forward very strongly with our young people. We will not rest until justice is served on the cases, the 70 plus Kenyans who lost their lives because of the 2024 Gen Z revolt. We will never rest until we see justice being served on the 70 others or thereabouts who suffered a similar fate in 2023, wakati hata baba alikuwa hai. Wani killed along with them. Mnakumbuka in 2024 alisema baba kaa nyuma, hii kazi tutamaliza. And today justice has not been served. There was even the so-called 10-point agenda that Raila and Ruto had agreed on, which should be by the end of March, by this month, in the next 1 week, and nothing has happened. And even if you are to think of compensating the lives of those young people, how about the many business people who suffered great loss in Nairobi Central Business? Now again, in the same goons walikuja wakatumiwa na police. So Kenya National Human Rights Commission, I think, is now properly seized with all of this. As a united alternative government, we are working with every human rights organization to make sure that justice is served. Hayo tutaongea juu ya hayo, tutaongea tukienda mbele, na pia tutasema hatutaruhusu Ruto auze kila shirika la umma. Yesterday I was in court myself. We were there with Eugene Wamala when we stopped him when he was trying to sell off JKI and Gachagua. Akaondoa shingo upande. We have seen him announce that he's going to do another deal over JKI. It cannot work without proper constitutional approach on how you deal with these things. We know that Vodafone is a very reputable British organization, but they also know that if they are dealing with a rogue administration, which is trying to dispossess Kenyans of their birthright, the most profitable public company in Kenya.
Goons must be sent there, protected by the police, to cause mayhem. That's all we are asking. Otherwise, it's all right to be in the opposition. It is their right to be in government. They were given the government. The citizens seem to be ready now to take back their right, their government, because it is theirs. That does not invite violence. So we are not asking any favor. It's not like we are asking the minister or whoever do us a favor. No. And we are saying, if the government is not ready to provide the security that we require in our meetings, we must also organize ourselves to be able to secure our meetings, isn't it? Yes. And ask the citizens to take that responsibility of making sure our meetings are safe, and anybody who is coming there to cause mayhem anapata cha mtema kuni, kwa sababu hatuwezi endelea namna hii. Kama wananchi wamekataa serikali, wameikataa, na wameikataa kwa sababu imeshindwa na kazi. Waliingia kwa serikali with the understanding that they are going to make Kenya better, but over the years, the years they have been there, it is total destruction. Everything that was working has been completely destroyed. Kenyans cannot take this anymore. Kwa hivyo sisi tunasema tuheshimiane, wale wamepewa majukumu ya kulinda sheria na haki walinde, na sisi tukubaliwe kufanya kazi zetu za upinzani tukijipanga kuchukua serikali
mama pamoja. Lakini shukrani yetu kubwa ni kwa watu wa hapa Gusii, hapa Nyamira. Mimi nimekuwa hapa mara nyingi nikiwa na marehemu ndugu yangu Amalo kijana Wocha, na tumekuwa hapa mzee Raila, tumerudi hapa na Uhuru. Hatujawahi ona makaribisho kama yale tulipewa wakati. So yetu ni kusema asante, lakini vile vile we must equally condemn the attempted disruption of our meetings yesterday in Gusii Land. Bwana William Ruto, all the way from Narok to Bomet to Longisa to Chepelat to Gusii. One message is clear: Kenyans have decided you are a one-term president. The desperation we are seeing, wewe kujaribu kutumia polisi, kutumia wahuni, no amount of tear gas, or bullets, or rogue police officers, or goons that you are hiring will save you from the verdict of the Kenyan people. And we want to say this, that our right to move to any part of this country, our right to assemble and to associate with any people of the Republic of Kenya anywhere, anytime we want, does not depend on your generosity. It is a constitutionally guaranteed right. And that is one thing we want to say as we leave Gusii tomorrow. We will go to Nakuru, we will go to Nyandarua, we will go to Nyeri and all parts of the country. Sasa, this attempt ya kusimamisha and disrupt opposition rallies will not stop this trend. So that is the one message we want to give, and also ask our young people, sababu wao ndio wanapewa pesa. The goons that were used yesterday, some of them, and it's very regrettable that there was loss of life here in Gusii yesterday because of the goons who tried to stop a rally that was unstoppable. There was loss of life in Western when we had the Linda Wananchi rally. There was loss of life in Kitengela and other parts where we've gone for meetings. Let's ask the youth of Kenya to be part of this change. Why is it that the people of Gusii are saying one town? All the promises William Ruto made here, right from the dams. I was Minister for Water, Bunyunyu Dam, Magwagwa Dam, nothing has been done to complete these dams that will transform this region and ensure that the water issues, food production issues, food security issues are sorted out, have not been done. I was here with Dr. Fred Matiang'i, with the fourth President Uhuru Kenyatta. We came to lay the foundation stone for the cancer center. Since Uhuru left, we passed by, we saw a shell of a building. Nothing has been done by William Ruto and his government to complete the cancer center. 4 years down the line, with the remaining few months, will William Ruto complete the cancer center? No. The people of Gusii know that you are not going to do it. So wanasema maliza ufanye nini? All that you promised. We were yesterday in Keroka. You promised you are going to do all this road from Gusii town, which is very congested, into Keroka. Has it been done? No. Will it be done in the next few months? No. So this is why they were saying, maliza ufanye nini? So we want to say today that we will go to Nyamira and other parts to speak to the people of Gusii, and we're asking you, ndugu zetu, tuungane, tutembee pamoja. Jana umetupa kiongozi shupavu Dr. Fred Matiang'i, tunaomba nyote msimame nyuma yake, tushikane pamoja, bega kwa bega, tutembee pamoja, tutoe huyu bwana Gusii kidogo. Abana banyasaya. Asanteni kutupa umugambo muya. Umugambo muya kureta ebikuri.
kuleta hospitali, kuleta maendeleo. N'umugambi umuya muno wakuleta umurembe.
Umugambi w'ensi n'abasanyi baye nabwata ubuzima buri gocha aborogore mu bigaga aje nyumbaga ararororo amenyo aragerega kera lituko aronyore gitande sakurara era atarega jijuta kwa n'abantu bigonyega that is it. Ekekugera onde tayo tokukani n'abantu baye ba UDA kumuranye nyumutagete gocha komenya Gusii nujimomenyega mugambe n'abantu boito ngora lakini mubaza kuita abantu boito yero is not acceptable. Akumuki abana b'abantu obatumenga baje kusalimizangikana y'abantu irinde baje kuitoro ekiri ntotanya w'imperemasi nenda abantu boito Gusii ndota gitigenteke nende buno dokwanesa abarayi n'abantu bandi ayina mangana mabeto tata kujimi katole merani tokale siasa n'uburonge n'ubuya n'amasikani ndokogenda n'ekikora n'abantu babwata tali umuntu babwata zodokwana n'abantu abamora n'amasikani endentogenda lakini ngo chiusalimizangikana y'abantu nende tikante by'abana baminto bali n'abantu abakugamba tata ngainia tumiyo bongo kwa ngainia engi ya chiteka tenaji kabwati sandu kujiembera imekabekera nguno mona marama tako tenene zebe ndore serikali inoroche zeroche tako ngainia that's what I'm telling you ngainia aya bantu bakotomoje kotoma abantu baminto je kuita abantu bino abumbali bantu benginto nje message yane sabana abaminto na ina abana baminto na inde to banjete stoliko barama na keko rande mokoranda likuramunde goto banjete na abana baminto bale to ko basikeze gasba bakora na umbaka bwati zaba ujyaho cyo bakore ibintu bakora lakini basarura kamuranje ngainia ya tule karuo usono tali kwa ya tule karuo ya zaba siseni nenda abantu baminto ba Gusii kwa abakere mbuya mona isa masikani mu atoroki no kwanja niyo bonne abana baminto marasobola yabonzi seneta n'abacumbe n'abajimo kurigiro tuwanja ni ngeche kibiri togendi Gusii itoika yasaye nabata itora abantu baite ngeche kabiri ngamne no marembe tali uko nakubeta n'ibiti ngeche na indi ndo basanya kora maramana tokoro marembe tokora masikani tubeka ba Gusii baite bonzi byamo nindi kwa ningi ndukibo Gusii ngo chigande bozi ani rugerio ndata iko igende kitokoli kyaba Gusii to ikere ga ali zabantu bandi bale tonyore nzira zo kwanyira abantu tokoli ngira yo ga tonyore nzira zo kwanyira abantu baito n'abantu baito tokolera nekero tokolera abantu baito tokagenda isukoli y'abantu baito tokolera abantu baito mubasalo chakoleta mangana yande ngainia ikurate anene ngaki abantu baminto karagenda kiye ngainia ezimo ko banyora tebi abana bali baminto baronga kita tondana ngainia